What's up, ProSupps? It's Mr. Hyde. Hey, it's Bryon Lape back with not only a review, but what we're going to do is a taste test and review. And I did a bunch of taste tests of protein bars and some protein powders of various types and got some good response and feedback. Now this is a supplement that I've been meaning to get for quite a while. It's Mr. Hyde from ProSupps. Now I did the Mr. Jekyll before and it was okay. So I thought I'd try this. Now this does come with some warnings in that you shouldn't have it within 4 hours of bedtime, and don't take any other caffeine stimulants while taking Hyde. So I'm guessing that's while it's in your system, don't then do coffee or other things, or don't do something even beforehand. So this is the blue raz flavor. Now we did a taste test of their energy shot, which was really intense. And had pretty good energy, but wasn't really great for a workout energy. This one has 419 milligrams per scoop of a caffeine matrix. So they have the caffeine anhydrous, anhydrous. I'll get it eventually. They have a dicaffeine malate, and they have a caffeine citrate. So I've been doing a little bit more into these caffeine matrices that we start to see in these pre-workouts. And basically what it is it's basically just going to kind of ramp you up a little bit, and then it's trying to sustain. So as opposed to say a shot of caffeine or something where you're just jolted awake and then you kind of die down pretty quickly. The idea is to kind of ramp you up fairly quickly, but then keep you there over time. This is why they say within 4 hours of bedtime, because that caffeine is going to take quite a while to get out. What I've noticed with more and more supplements that do this, I have a bit of a caffeine sensitivity and I don't get headaches from this stuff. So even when I take a full scoop. Now the suggested recommended dose is 1 scoop in 8 ounces of water. So I've got my 8 ounces of water. We're going to do 1 scoop. Now this is something that I have already opened, so we don't have to sit here and wait for me to do all this stuff. So if I can dig out, the labeling and everything is much bigger than what you get. So there's the scoop. The scoop is 7 grams. So we're going to do that to get the drying agent out of the way. Hopefully don't kick up too much powder. Forgot to open the water bottle. So we're going to do a taste test, and then I'm going to the gym. This is why I'm dressed this way. And we'll do a part 2, and I'll tell you how my workout went. I'm supposed to do, I'm on the 5x5 program, and today should be relatively heavy squats and deadlifts, and overhead press, if I remember correctly. I went skiing yesterday, I had patrol, so I don't know. We'll see how my legs do. If not, then I'll just do bench press or something. Interesting blue. Treat it like anything else. Wow, it's kind of it's raspberry, all right. So there's not a whole lot of flavor as you're drinking it. The water is kind of cold. It's been sitting out a little bit, but not too much. But yeah, it's kind of berry-ish flavor. It's supposed to be blueberries and raspberries. Yeah, I can see that. It's just, and then there's some kind of almost salty bitterness at the end. But it mixes very well. There's a few things floating around, but not much. Let's shake it a little bit more. I mean, I do have a mixing ball in here. So, yeah, maybe about an 8. On mixability, I don't know. Some of that stuff probably isn't supposed to be completely out of solution, into solution. There's a little bit on the top there. Yeah, the more I drink it, the kind of more bitter it gets afterwards. As I would say in my beer reviews, at the back of the mouth. Yeah, but overall, I'd give the taste about an 8. Mixability about an 8, and we'll see how well it works. All right, we'll do a cut, and so I'm going to go to the gym, and we'll see what kind of workout I do. Like I said, I'm scheduled to do a 5x5, the day 2 of a 5x5. I'm doing Mad Cow, and if I remember correctly, I haven't done it in quite a while. It's relatively heavy, so I think 75% at most. Squats, overhead press, standing overhead press, and then deadlifts. And because day 3 you do a bit heavier squats, and that's when you do the 5-5, 3, 2, 8, 5 or something like that. I forget exactly how it goes, and we'll let you know. So I'm gonna get ready, finish getting ready, and get out of here and get to the gym. Because I'm already starting to feel it. And fortunately, the gym's just a few minutes down the road, and we'll do about 45 minutes to an hour, and we'll be back. See you on the flip. Hey, and welcome back. So I got back from my workout. It's been a little kind of cooled down, and so it wasn't such a mess. But so I ended up, after I did some bike, I usually do a little bit of, ride the bike 4 or 5 minutes, sometimes 10. My hamstrings were really tight, so I did a few squats at low, like 80 pounds or something, and decided I'll just do some chest and arm work, and I did a little bit of that. Which wasn't bad. I did some bench press and some curls and some flies and crap like that. And I must say I'm going to give this a 9. I was very impressed with, and I still have decent energy, but I'm not bouncing around, which is very surprising. I thought for sure with the 419 milligrams of a caffeine matrix, and I'm kind of still out of breath, that I was just going to be just bouncing off the walls and talking. Now this time of day there aren't a whole lot of people in my gym, so that was good. But on the flip side, I can't go to failure because no one spots. But that's fine. I'm too old to go to failure. Almost 50 years old. I don't need to do that crap anymore. But so overall, I gave it, if I remember correctly, I think I gave it an 8 on mixability and taste. It tastes pretty good for pre-workouts aren't supposed to be very sweet. This one isn't. It has kind of a tangy taste to it. It has your beta-alanine and your creatine nitrate. It's got a gram of that. It's, to me, some people argue some of these doses aren't effective, but considering how much they have for the 7-gram scoop, there's very, very little filler in here. You start adding up all these things, and it's like, wow, this is very tight. The flavoring, and if they have anything, I didn't even look to see if it had any kind of. They've got a little bit of sucralose in here, but it's going to be very little because it's not sweet at all to me, and I don't have much sugar, so many times things are barely sweet to people or overly sweet to me. So anyway, this is definitely recommended. I'm going to give it a 9 on the workout. So it's like an 8.5 overall. It's very good. It's not cheap, but it's not really expensive. There's some other pre-workouts that I'm hoping to try in the coming months, perhaps mid-February. I still got quite a bit of this to get through. And with ski season, because my hamstrings were just too tight from my workout on Friday. I did squats first time in about 2 months because I got lazy and then I got sick, and then the ski season started. And then being out yesterday, 8 hours on skis, everything was just too tight. And so, and I didn't want to avoid injury, so I'll look at it tomorrow, see where if I'm too tight. If not, I'll do some like rows and some back work or something. But I'll do enough to get my hamstrings and my quads just kind of loosened up and see how things go. I did foam roller and all that other stuff. But this is pretty good. But if I remember correctly, I've had this a while because I got ill not long after I bought it, so I wasn't just going to take it to be taking it. And I have a fair amount left, probably in the order of 10 servings left. So there's 30 servings in here, maybe more. So in many ways, this review I already kind of knew, but I took it after I was ill and I had other problems, so I'd stopped taking it. And I sometimes was taking this before I went skiing, especially on a night shift after an all-day work. And I had pretty good energy then too, but it was really freaking cold. So, I don't know how well it was working because I was also really cold. And there's not a thermogenic in here. Don't take this thinking you're going to burn body fat. I mean, you might, but For me, this has a good balance. I mean, maybe the caffeine can be pulled back a little bit because taking this in the evening, we'll see how that goes. You know, here it is midday, it's rainy today, and I'm off today, so I went to the gym. So the 4-hour time window, yeah, we'll see, because I usually hit the gym about 6:30, 7 o'clock if I'm running late. But I try to be in bed by 10:30. So anyway, this is definitely a recommend. Overall 8.5. It's not going to pump. There's no pumps here. This is just energy for your training session. And I like that it brought me up. It leveled out. I didn't keep going. And so far I haven't had a crash. It's been about an hour and a half now. And I'm slowly coming down. I can feel it, but I'm not just zipping down. My blood sugar stayed well. I didn't get really hungry or anything like that. Some of those that are really sweet do that to me. My blood sugar spikes and then I'm in trouble. So there you go. So have you tried Mr. Hyde? What do you think about it? You like it? Don't like it? Put in the comments below. Thanks so much for sharing my videos. Thanks so much for subscribing. I've had an explosion of subscribers in the last 4 weeks. Almost 150 new subscribers. Welcome everybody. Appreciate it. And let's share each other's ideas and have that conversation. See you later. Bye. You are so boring. Good day. Oh, I'm supposed to be talking. Sorry, bye. All right, one last test. Let's see what we got. And then we're going to go because it's past time, way past time. Cut my head off or not, I don't care.